from Central Park. It's Brooklyn, and it's friggin' raining. Can you believe that? It's friggin' raining. So as you can see on the street here, I'll try and go under a street lamp so you can see the puddles. It's not that heavy, but it's heavy enough that I'm gonna get soaked on my walk home. Oh crap. Alright, so good thing I found this old red tablecloth that's plastic on the street. When I was doing my courier work, I picked it up. I was like, hey, this is a nice unused tablecloth. Found it in the gutter. It's like at least $2 or $3 at any 99-cent store. I could use it on my tables for my comics. And sure enough, I keep it in my bag. It's like a few mils thick. It's like a poncho, you know, that type of material. So it will do. I have this down to a system after doing this for 25 days or so, almost. At least 20 days. I have a $80 D-cart from Home Depot, which is used for construction work and as well as libraries and stuff. So I make my selections from my modest collection of a few thousand comics, and I select 500. And then I sell and I refill from the dollar bin dives and the other auctions that I win, cheap comics, and then set the starting price at $3, but it's negotiable, you know. So I'm kind of not breaking even. I mean, I'm breaking even when I sell, but I'm still going home with most of the stock. So I walk down around Brooklyn. So today, again, very few sales because of the heat. It got cooler after some rain when I arrived at 3. But folks just weren't going out because it's like 95 degrees. So it's just ridiculous to be there. But, you know, I tidy up the shop and I bag and board the comics that need them, so that need to be done. So it's not wasted time in terms of upgrading the shop. It's just like you have no customers. And so less than $50 again today, 2 days in a row. Drag. Give you some idea, this investment in a comic book shop. I was like, oh, if I make good money, I'll buy a bike trailer so that I can set it up tomorrow at a 23rd Street. That's the plan anyway. So that I can do my courier work, roll down to 23rd Street on a cool day, just swing over to Central Park or Washington Square Park and just set up fast, just a pop-up shop or Times Square or whatever, wherever works, you know. Just drop my boxes, sell comics. So it's like, I guess. Hey, it says, what about your phone, dude? Cat Soup, what's up? My phone's shaking. Yeah, I don't have it on. Hi guys, I'm walking through the rain home after selling comics in Washington Square Park. You can check out the short video on the YouTube channel. This is my side hustle for a year now. No one asked me why I started selling comics. I'll tell you the story because no one cares really, but I do. It was because, you know, I've performed a long time since I was a kid, and I've seen so many people get rich in the business, and it didn't happen for me. And it wasn't because of lack of talent. I mean, you can see my juggling skills. It just wasn't, you know. But I've also had friends that have dropped out of college or high school and gone into lives of crime. And that bothered me too, because I knew them before they did any mischievous crime and stuff and bad things and went to jail. And then, you know, it's bad to associate. And then I've seen those same kids in the neighborhood that, you know, jail for them was like a rite of passage, you know, because they're from the poor neighborhoods. And they did a year, they did a few years. They came out, they got 6-figure jobs in security, you know, stopping other kids with criminal minds, you know, from doing bad things. And worked as mentors, worked in security team managers, worked in corporations, telling them like if it was nonviolent crime. The kids that I know, like, yeah, you know, I can just work with a cyber team for like a corporation. We can stop crime before it happens, stuff like that. They get 6-figure salaries. They're quite wealthy. It just didn't happen for me. But one kid was making fun of my situation, so I was like, you know what? I'm a joker, I'm a clown, I'm gonna start selling comics. Just as I need an outlet to like not go ballistic and not get angry at these criminal kids. And I never partied with money I earned and did drugs or took advantage of women and stuff like that. So it's like, I'll sell books, sell comics. So I'm doing this on the side for about a year as a way of expressing myself, you know, growing up in a poor neighborhood. So I still have my career job, as you can see, and my math teaching and tutoring. It's really not enough money for me to get by, but I'll keep going. What's up, guys? That sucks. So I started flipping on eBay, and in Christmas time, I made like $2,000 a month on eBay selling comic books, my favorite comics that I grew up with. And the money was flowing, and I could buy Christmas gifts for family and stuff. And the last few months have been so dead. I have all these comic books sitting in these boxes that I, from my childhood, and that I invested in. All my savings. It's like I set up an eBay store, and sales are almost nothing now. It went from like steady income, like extra income every week. I was like, oh great, I really need this. You know, I can manage this store. I can take care of this and talk to customers and make deals. And then sales just stopped after the convention in Cali and Brooklyn. So it's been brutal. I don't know, with the protests and with the economy and other interests, we'll just have to see if American comic books stay popular in the global scene, you know, because there are other countries with larger middle-class populations now, and they have to decide if they like American entertainment or not. That's what they're doing. How's it going? So I'm pushing about 450 of the comics back to my apartment now. 450 to 500. And it's not that heavy on the wheels. These are good. It's a good cart. And I have a bag with a prop stand, so I can hang some comics like on a wall. I can make a grid of Marvel and DC and Archie and whatever sells on the street. It's really pretty simple. I mean, the average person asks for, do you have a Batman comic for my son, for my brother, for my sister, for my girlfriend? Do you have Batman? Do you have Superman? Do you have Wonder Woman? Very mainstream. Very rarely, even if I get a collector, are they looking for any non-mainstream title, which is fine. It makes my job easier when I'm selling on the street. That's good. I'll go up, I'm sure. People love comic books. Yeah. It's nice when you're in the park and like a mom and dad walk up with like a kid who's less than 10 and they're bored out of their mind and they just splurge. They buy like 5 comics from you. It's nice. It's just they share stories over that, so they're connecting with their kids or friends are buying, and they're like, oh yeah, I have a dash of that in my house, and blah blah blah. So that's nice. It's usually on the up and up, you know. Even like, you know, really nerdy kids that or whatever, there's still something good about or hopeful anyway. That's why they're buying the comics, usually. friggin' raining. All right, so I'm gonna make a right turn at this Jewish school. They're called shuls. It's Hebrew for a school. A shul, S-C-H-U-L. And I think this one is the Moses Shul, because they name them after biblical figures usually. Unless someone's like super rich, and then they name it after like the person who gave money to build the building. But I think this is the Moses Shul, in honor of that great and just leader, Moses. So we all hope. Yes. On we go. Shul, school, yeah. Here it is. This is the shul. So I'm in a mixed neighborhood. This is one of the most charming neighborhoods in Brooklyn because on the same block you have Jews and Muslims living together side by side, Christians and Chinese, as well as Italians in this neighborhood. This is indeed Bay Ridge, north of Coney Island. Indeed it is. So, school. How's it going? So I'm walking home with my comic books from the park. This is my walk past the houses and cars of the people more financially fortunate than I am. So I continue looking for other work. I got a new key. Well, thanks for checking me out for a brief moment as I roll down the street in the rain. It's not too bad. It's warm rain. My shirt's soaked. It's not pouring. More like a light drizzle on this Saturday night. It's not bad, is it? Is it? No? What can I tell you? Oh, darn it. Not this again. Oh well, I guess we're free to go now. Let's keep going. Here's some Spanish music in this house. It's like, ugh. Cracking. Now we're There's lightning in the distance. Hopefully, if it rains for a while, it'll be cooler tomorrow. It's usually what happens, not always. In fact, this morning, I checked the weather report before I left for the park at like 1, 2 o'clock. It was like 14% chance of rain, 7% chance of rain. And then when I got out of the train on the Manhattan side, it started raining. I was like, oh, this is just a microburst of passing shower. This is nothing. And stopped. Then stayed in the park till about 8. It's like, I'm going to pack up, go home. Had one or two more sales. And sure enough, by the time the train made it on the Brooklyn side, it was raining kind of hard. So I didn't even realize the storm was approaching. It was supposed to be just get even hotter. Tomorrow will be 96. But it's good exercise for me. And I hope I can keep going here. See the lightning straight ahead? 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. I don't hear any thunder. Like 40 seconds. Nothing. All right, there's lightning again. Well, this is fireworks. Green Mississippi. Still, I'm not hearing any thunder. I'm seeing the lightning. Unless, again, they're fireworks from leftover. See the lightning? You can see it in the distance. 4, 5, 6. There it is again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Someone's on the road. 7, 8, 10, 11. No sound. I hear no thunder. Someone's standing on the road. What the fuck? I feel pretty safe in this neighborhood. And I've been tutoring here for 10 years. It's very diverse. The Italian restaurants are here on this side and a Chinese restaurant on the other side. Very bright lightning to Mississippi. Well, 13, 14, 15. Lightning straight ahead. Wait, am I going the right way? I don't see the... Chinese restaurant and the sports bars. Where the hell did I go? I guess I went a block north. Yeah, I guess I went. Turned at the school. Why am I? I'm wrong. Oh, he says 80th. That's the way I go to work in the morning, right? Oh. I'm confused. I went a block further than I needed to. All right. I'll be okay. All right, peace. Bye, Mississippi. You heard the thunder? I didn't hear the thunder, dude. Yeah. Stillwell Avenue. And I'm gonna go. This is Stillwell. I'm gonna go we should get some Chinese food for dinner. Sure they're open. I have a salad. Leftover salad. What else did I get at the store? I got like those $5 dinners that they have at Food Town. If you don't know supermarkets in New York, if you go to a Chinese restaurant, dinner's like $10 to $15, right? And it's great. It really is. But you can go to Food Town and get like 4 slices of meatloaf for $5. And they're thick with peas and carrots and veggies, and gravy's awesome. I add a little soy sauce to it, or butter, or whatever I feel like. Some rice, or pasta. You can get a big tin of leftover stew, beef stew, that's been cooking in a crock pot all day like my dad used to do. With potatoes and carrots, they're still fresh. And it just melts in your mouth like brisket. And you can just add a few spices to it. It's $8 or $9. You can eat, it's a full meal for a man. I recommend Food Town or any supermarket for these They're like TV dinners, but made by like the deli, like it's leftover food, and then they package it, sell it cheap. You can get full meals for between $5 and $10 daily. It saves me a few bucks. See, I'm such a man. Save my money. It's cheaper than cooking it myself. To buy the spices, buy the gravies, buy the ingredients for it. And, you know, it's like 1.5 pounds of meat. So, I recommend supermarket. This is getting kind of heavy. It's my book bag. It's really fucking coming down my back now. I have a belt in this camping book bag, so most of the weight's on my shoulders and my hips. So just trudging along. If I had a motorcycle or if I had a trailer for my bike, this would be a breeze. That's the plan anyway. It's the next step in terms of making life easier for myself. Is a little mini trailer. Can start with one of those V-Bores that can hold, you know, the 200-pound trailers that they have on like farms. But you can go down the street, no one messes with them, and hopefully just lock them up with a couple of kryptonite locks overnight in a well-lit, outside of a hospital or somewhere on the fuck with it, or a police station, or where other people are locking up their bikes overnight under cameras, so they know that there's a 99% chance no one will fuck with it. The damage their thing come the morning when they return to work, because they're fucking working. It's one of these third world etiquette things, or it's like ghetto etiquette, where you don't fuck with someone's work bike, usually. And I find that that's true among blacks and Hispanics who are working class for my courier work as well. So I'm here to clown each other. Growing up, it's always Chino. I look very Chinese, so I know we're mixed. How's it going? But most of the courier people are pretty freaking decent. Almost home. They're just working their asses off to. They got a girlfriend or a family that they have to take care of. It's pretty simple. You know, they don't speak the language. Their English fluency is low. But they're moving stuff from A to B all day. And it's the way it is. Mostly decent people, you know. I'm gonna tell you. How's it going? I'm almost home. My ankle's starting to flare up, so I'm limping a little bit. So it's a lot of books you can see here. I'm gonna back up a little bit so you can see what I'm pushing. So this is my cart. This is going to Zekat Soup. I'm almost home. It's 4 stacked high. It's about 500 comic books bagged and boarded, so the weight adds up. I bought 100 bags and boards. I bought the cheapest bags. They're at 7 cents each, 7 to 10 cents each. I don't spend more than that. And the boards are expensive though. They're like 15 to 20 cents each. But that's what sells, you know? You take care, you clean the books, you press them, make sure there's no real damage done to them. They're near mint. And present them nicely in a brand new plastic bag. You sell more, you know? What can I tell you? It's business. So I have to do it. So I spend a lot of time prepping each one I handpick, all these 500, put them in a new plastic bag with a new board. And sometimes sales were great in December. They were amazing. Only online, but also on the street. Sales were good before Memorial Day. And then since Memorial Day, it sucked. It's been horrible. Well, I'll keep trying. I need to know the business cycle for the street, for comics. It's different than juggling and circus. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. This is my block where I live, so I'm going to sign off here soon. Good night to you guys. Please subscribe. I'll do a follow for follow if you do. Sub. I see that you have a channel as well. Good night. I'm just bringing my books home, and I'm gonna take a shower and go to my lonely apartment. Take care of yourself, and hope you have more fun than I am.